Man, today's a perfect day to talk about performance tires. This subject always gets missed. Everybody likes to modify their 911 cars. Basically, these beauties right here. And this one in particular has a performance tire from Toyo, which is a R triple eights. They handle very well, and we need to install some more tires on some of these cars that we have here. This red one in particularly has 800 horsepower, and it's a rear-wheel drive that was converted to basically a GT2 style drivetrain, and it needs more grip. These tires are not going to do it right here. This is your standard street dry wet tire that's really designed mostly for summer, and it just does not hold well even with the four-wheel drive system that it had previously. The reason why it was obviously deleted was because the front diff was messed up due to the previous owner installing the wrong size tires. Now this situation creates the speeds to be very different, and it deviates from front to rear, damaging the differentials. Probably when that happens with the 911 cars and the GT2, look at these tires, they're so thin. It looks like a dang rubber band. But anyways, what happens is the actual diffs will basically destroy themselves. They'll self-destruct if you install the wrong tires. So we need to install the proper tires so they can work for this 997 and the customer is safe. And of course, these tires are not rated for winter. It's strictly a summer tire, but it's a high performance. We've had some customers ask us why we should run a tire that is a R888, and if it's really necessary. It is necessary, of course, when you have over 700, 600 horsepower. It's definitely a plus. Obviously, anything close to this level of power, like this one here with 800, it's a must. So if we have comparison to some of the other models that we have here, like for instance this 930, this one has your Pilot Sport, which are a very good Michelin tire, but this car slips. It's 600 wheel horsepower. And this one here is around 600 horsepower, and it holds pretty well. It's a 4S, but still, when going to a power level like this one, red one, we want to make sure we run the stickiest tire possible. Of course, you have to warm them up, and then your tires are going to perform well. But you can't modify this tire unless there's a special modification you have to do, oil rub from the hat of the tower, from the strut. You cannot clear because the size is limited. But the wheel rotation is perfect, so there's going to be no issues as far as their diff being destroyed. But there is a modification that we do in-house to make the tire clear in the front, especially in lowered cars. Now, it's not an issue if you have coilovers, but with the stock suspension or the B6, B8, definitely an issue because they will rub, so that needs to be done. Pretty much that's what we are dealing with here. Tires are a must. If you are making a lot of power on your 997 car, 996, just even any other vehicle, you want to install tires for those wheels. If you notice on these right here, this is the R888s. This is over 1,000 horsepower car at the wheels. Look how beautiful the gaps are on the sides because they're much thicker profile. It's a 35 in the front, 30 in the back, 20-inch rim. You cannot get this size with the Michelin, but this is the size that it comes with, and it's 255 width, so this is why you're going to have rubbing issues if it's not modified. Obviously, this one has coilovers. It's like a GT2 setup, so we don't have issues there, but it's a beautiful looking tire. It's very, very thick. It looks like a race tire. It just makes the car look great. In my opinion, it looks the best with these tires. So it's a must if you are planning on doing this. The triple R8s can handle way over 1,000 horsepower. Here's a 4S. We mostly see and run 4Ss on our vehicles that are not super modified. Like this one's at 650 horsepower, which is a lot of power, but they hold really well. The 4Ss really do their job. But, you know, I'm excited to actually do this red one. It'll actually look much better because the tires that it has is a Pilot Sports, and they just don't look that good on this car with all those gaps. And it's a lowered vehicle too. It's 15 millimeters drop. I'm excited. Can't wait to have them run and see how the customer actually enjoys them and is not sliding all over the road. But the nice thing about this tune is he can ride with a lot less power, so he does and is able to switch from different power levels, so that allows him from going from sport mode. It adds him another about 70 horsepower, so if he's not riding in sport mode, he has less power. Definitely worth having that feature. Again, guys, thank you for watching. We're happy to help. If somebody has a 911 like these two monsters right here and they want to upgrade to a nice tire after we do the modifications, we're happy to help with that. Not only that, we do a lot of custom rims, forged wheels, so we can make sure your wheels are on point as far as offset and concavity, and they would just look so awesome. Basically, like these two 997s, it's wheels make the car, and the perfect tires with performance, it just basically adds it. Now, if you don't want wheels, that's all good. You can run your stock cars and not have any issues. Anyways, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.